Hello, my name is Catherine Morgan, and my company is Point A to Point B Transitions, Inc. I'm here to talk to you today about changing careers in your 40s. This is a topic that I feel very qualified to talk to you about. One, because I am a woman in my 40s. Two, I have been through several career transitions in my 40s, some wanted, some not wanted. Hopefully I learned something from that and I can share what I learned with you. Also, three, my company, Point A to Point B Transitions, Inc., works with mid-career professionals, generally ages 35 to 55, so most people are in their 40s, and I help them with either job transition or starting a services business such as consulting or coaching. So this is what I do. I help people through job and life transitions. Anyway, enough about me. There are many things that you need to think through if you are considering a job transition. First of all, you have to realize that you are not just your job. You're a person with a life, maybe with relationships, maybe with kids, maybe with, it's crazy how interconnected everything is. And you need to think of yourself as an integrated whole, because maybe some of the issues that you're having as you're thinking about your career are really in other parts of your life, but it's easier for you to blame it on your career. So that graphic that you were just looking at, I hope you had your screen on full, is called the Wheel of Life. I don't know who came up with it originally. Every coach I've ever known uses it or some variation of it. It talks about the different components of your life: your relationship space, your family space, your spirituality, your career, your health and wellness, all the things that make us a complete person. And I think it's prudent to take a look at these areas of your life when you're thinking about career transition and see, one, how well you're doing maybe in other parts of your life. If your career is maybe bringing you down, but you see that 80% of your life is really pretty good, that can be a little bit of a boost and bring you to a different place to make your decision. Also, you can use this just to get clear on whether this is a time in your life where you could actually make a career transition. Maybe there are some other aspects of your life that need to be addressed first before you have the time, energy, and resources to think about making a career transition. So the graphic that was just on your screen is from my website, and it talks about what your options are as you're looking to change careers. The easiest thing, of course, to do is to try to get a new position within your current company if that's an option for you. Maybe you just don't like what you're particularly doing. Maybe you and your boss are just never going to see eye to eye, but you're in the company, you like the culture, you like the people. Clearly, the easiest thing to do is to try to transfer within the company if that's an option. The second thing you can do is to, if you like in general your skills and what you're doing in your day-to-day job, try to find a job like that at a similar company in your industry. That's sort of the second easiest sell, and sometimes it's necessary if your company's maybe having trouble or it's at a bad location for you and your commute's killing you. Finding a similar job at a different company in your industry is a pretty easy sell. I've done this for somebody else just like you. I can do a great job for you. It's an easy process to convince somebody about that. The next thing you can do is a little more tricky, but if for some reason you don't resonate with the values of your industry. You don't actually like what it is your industry does. Or if your industry is in trouble or in transition and you see jobs disappearing, you can maybe take your job function to a different industry that's maybe in a position of growth as opposed to a period of contraction. So that's another thing you can think about doing. The harder sell, if you're still going to stay in corporate, is to get a new position in a different industry. That's tricky because you're having to sell two things. You're having to sell, hey, I can learn your industry, and hey, I can learn how to do this job too. So the previous three are much easier options. So then the last option is clearly starting your own business, and that is, maybe an easy sell to yourself, but starting your own business has many, many joys and challenges. I think that I'm going to cover that separately in a different video series because that is its own animal. Right here, let's focus on the fact that maybe you want to stay in corporate, and those are the options that you have to consider at this point. So over the next day or two, I want you to take some time, some you time, quiet time, where you can really think. Take a walk, take a swim, take a nap, take a bath, take whatever time you need to get clear. Think about your life currently as it is. What's good? What needs to change? Think about what your options are as far as a career, and think about whether you are really in a place where you could make that kind of change. Thank you for spending this time with me today, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.